Hi, I'm Wayne Bryan, the producing artistic director for Music Theater Wichita. We're very excited to be working on the third production of our 2014 summer season, Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. We're considering this the show that we have planned especially for the all-family audience. It's a great deal of fun, it's very fast-paced, it's always been very popular with our audiences, and here we have a chance to interview some of the people who are working on this production.
I dreamed I saw 11 stars, the sun and moon and sky, bowing down before my star. It made me wonder why. Hi, my name is Ian Gibb, and I am playing Joseph in the upcoming production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, a role that I actually received my equity card for a couple years ago in Wisconsin. Joseph is a very happy-go-lucky, innocent, hardworking individual who just happens to interpret dreams, and that gets him into trouble with his brothers. And he has a few hardships along the road, but he perseveres, he keeps his faith, and ultimately leads to him rising up and becoming second in command to the Pharaoh. This coat is stunningly beautiful. It also weighs 25 pounds and is very warm. I'm not sure people in Canaan back in the day would be wearing something this heavy because they might suffocate and die. But for the purposes of this performance, I think that this lends itself very well to the story, and it's been I believe it's been tailored and redesigned a little bit since the last time you did it, and so I'm really excited to show it off to the people in the audience. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new.
Yeah, well, this one's fun because you can sort of really have broad parameters to create a character. I'm the storyteller. I sort of instigate all the action and literally narrate Joseph's story. So it's up to me to keep the wheels moving and to keep everybody connected and understanding what's happening. And we're approaching it as the narrator being a sort of mythical, magical, and maternal figure who is compassionate for Joseph's journey and all the hardships he suffers through, but is able to sort of make the magic happen in the ways that he sort of presses on and succeeds in his life. Well, Jacob and Sons is the number where we introduce the whole family. So there are a lot of names, and then later there are a lot of colors, as you can imagine, that we describe. So it is a lot of words, a lot of lyrics to keep straight, but we name off all the sons, we introduce everybody, and get the story going.
Jacob and Sons, a remarkable family in anyone's book.
Reuben!
The eldest of the children of Israel.
Simeon!
Levi! Next in line.
Naphtali! Issachar! Asher!
Dan,
Zebulon!
Gad, the total to 9.
Jacob is a loving father. He's the good side of trying to, in these times, do everything that's right, to raise his children in the biblical times and have a good family life, very earthly. Captain Potiphar is basically none of that. He's into money and material things and young, beautiful wives, and anything he can buy makes him happy. There's a lot of humor in it in telling the story, but the humor is based in a lot of reality and a lot of lessons for all of us to learn and from all periods of time. And our directors, Jeremy and Lindy, have really made it a very clear, truthful approach. So even the comedy comes out of just telling the story and realizing that parents, if you have more than one child, you really need to let them know that they're all loved equally. You need to have forgiveness. You need to have understanding. And even Potiphar, you need to invest yourself in more than just earthly material things. There's just so many stories that young people and many adults can take home with them.
You may not recognize it with the wig and the accessories, but I just played Tony in West Side Story, and before that I was Lieutenant Cable in South Pacific. Doing work at Wichita I think is so valuable as a performer just because you really do get the variety of shows, the different styles, and you're forced to work in the ensemble as a dancer, and then in the next show you may be more featured and having to carry some scenes, and being able to work with the people who come from New York, who are the equity actors that they bring in here, are so talented and have been through so much, and it's good to be able to learn from those people both on stage and off. So it's as much a learning environment as it is a job here. I really do think that. I really do enjoy doing something so different right after those two shows. It's going to be really fun to sort of step out of the box here and be able to do something that's a little bit more low-key, and it's a lot more fun, definitely, in some ways to do at least. The role is usually modeled after Elvis Presley, so I'll be watching a lot of YouTube to embody that as much as I can. Yeah, it's lends to the fun of it, and it's sort of this satirical, fun, styled number like a lot of the other numbers in the show, so it should be a good time.
Down the banks of the river when 7 fat cows came up out of the Nile. And right behind these fine, healthy animals were 7 other cows that were skinny and vile. Oh no! Well then the thin cows ate the fat cows, which I thought would do them good on. No, we didn't make them fatter like such a monster supper.
Well, I'm Lindy Franklin Smith.
And I'm Jeremy Smith.
We are a husband and wife team we actually started our careers right here at Music Theater Wichita. We were in the ensemble as college students, went away for a while and worked in New York, and Wayne has so kindly brought us back to choreograph for the last few summers, and this is our first time directing here and choreographing actually, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat here at Wichita. We're having a blast.
Yeah, it's a great time. And this show, Wayne was the one that approached us about doing it, and when we found out about it, we thought this is an amazing opportunity for us to show a lot of different skills that we have in especially pictures, choreography, using dance, but mainly really being able to tell this wonderful story.
There's a really important message, I think, of perseverance and having faith, and though life may have ups and downs, that optimism and courage that you can push through, and you can ultimately achieve anything you dream if you work hard enough and believe. That's sort of the nugget of the wholesome story that we want to get across, but we want to have a little fun while we're doing it too.
Most importantly, it's a lot of fun.
and we're sort of embracing all of the fun, and there's a little silliness involved. So we definitely want to try to find the balance of that, the good morals of the story, but also having a little fun while we're discovering them.
This show gives the brothers a wonderful opportunity to really showcase their singing and their dancing, and then tell this story through all of those elements and be a major part of it.
There's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. Joseph, the things that you stood for, light, truth, and light never die. There's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. Joseph, the things that you stood for,